Yes, it's me, it's the MIC Craig, aka Mr. Impact, back once again here on the Mr. Impact Craig YouTube channel. Only this time we're not talking TNA wrestling, we're not talking pro wrestling, we are talking Manchester United. Yes, in case you were wondering, in case you didn't know, I am a Manchester United fan, and for quite some time now I've been wanting to produce some content for and about Manchester United here on YouTube and here on social media in general. I want to talk about the club I love, talk about the club that means the most to me, which is Manchester United. And for the first episode of this, whatever it's going to be called, I'm sure you'll see it down below, whatever it's called it. Haven't thought of that quite just yet, but for this one, I'm going to be talking about Dan Ashworth. It's been speculated for some time now that Dan Ashworth is wanting to leave Newcastle United and join Manchester United as part of the restructuring process, taking over the football side of stuff from Jim Ratcliffe and Ineos. And Dan Ashworth has been on United's radar for since the takeover has been done but not done. According to sources officially, the FA and the Premier League have approved the 25% takeover of United by Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Ineos, and the restructuring had already begun previously, a few months ago, when Manchester United poached the CEO from Manchester City, Omar Barada. And there's been a few more names linked to the club in terms of the football side of things, which is Jim Ratcliffe's main priority. Of course, it's not just names, there's also been other plans made regarding a new stadium, a new Old Trafford, referring to it as a Wembley for the North. Maybe I'll do another video on how I feel about the on Old Trafford being rebuilt, but as a general feeling right now, as long as it doesn't move too far away, as long as the plans they have for it are the plans that they stick to, if it even happens in the first place, which let's face it probably might not, but I think I'll be okay with it. I've been to Old Trafford once, unfortunately. It's just ticketing and stuff like that. It's a bit mental if you haven't got the funding to get there. Football is very much money driven now. Speaking of being money driven, Dan Ashworth was placed on gardening leave. This is from the Guardian. The quote is, Dan Ashworth has been placed on gardening leave by Newcastle after finally telling the St James Park hierarchy he wants to join Manchester United. It seems the starting pistol signalling an intense period of haggling between the two clubs has been fired, with Newcastle wanting 20 million in compensation. Ashworth has only been sporting director at St James Park for 20 months, and Newcastle's majority Saudi Arabian owners will not allow the man they poached from Brighton to depart easily or cheaply. Now, there's a lot to unpack in that, but 20 million for compensation for Dan Ashworth has been placed on gardening leave. This is probably going to lead to a lot of intense negotiations, particularly from Newcastle, because whilst Ashworth is on gardening leave, they still have to pay him his full salary. But however, Manchester United will not be paying the £20 million compensation fee. They believed it to be around the £10 million mark, but that's since changed over the last 24 hours. Ashworth had initially been thought the man would be 10 million compensation. Former Football Association, the former FA technical director of the Sun Rising showed Manchester United want Ashworth to begin working next calendar year. I'm optimistic about Dan Ashworth. You can see what he's done at Newcastle in terms of the signings they've made. Like, I don't want to get too into it. I'm into the rivalry, but yeah, Newcastle. Well, screw it. They beat us once in season. We beat them in the League Cup final. They beat us, and they took a picture in the dressing room, and that picture is now on the wall at St James's Park. It's just a league game that they beat us in, but there seems to be a lot of people with their eyes on their hands over this. But United need a better footballing structure. If Dan Ashworth can help with that, which seemingly he can, Eddie Howe stated that the best thing Ashworth has done is not change anything. Now, I don't imagine that'd be the case for United when he comes over, if he comes over. It seems likely at this point that Ashworth will be joining Manchester United. But yeah, some serious changes need to be made. If you've been paying attention to the club for the last 17, 18 years, you know what the Glazers have done to this club. And whilst Sir Jim Ratcliffe's percentage is only 25%, the story was when Sir Jim came on board or was looking to invest, was that over time he would be buying out all shares from the Glazer family, which is what we need. And as I said, I'm optimistic about the Ineos regime coming in. A lot of people going in and out. Rich Darnold gone, good. Darren Fletcher leaving his role at the club, but I mean, I don't even recall hearing much about what Darren Fletcher has done in the first place. To be completely honest, I didn't know his role, but it seems as though he'll be leaving that role. That's just what rumours are floating around at the minute. Yeah, Newcastle United want £20 million for Dan Ashworth in compensation. Ashworth's on gardening leave. I hope he brings in more stability in terms of the football side. It's just transfers. Please, better transfers. Or not so much better transfers, because we've had some good players over the years, but selling players and buying players, we pay too much and we sell for very little. I think there's been maybe 2 or 3 players, and that's being generous, over since post Fergie, where we've actually made money from selling a player. It's really disheartening at this point with this club. But we overpay for players this season alone. I don't want to. It's not his fault, but Mason Mount. Chelsea made us overpay for him when we could have waited another season and got him on a free. Which, I mean, I don't think Mount will be playing really at this point, any point this season. He's been out with injuries. It feels like since pre-season. He's played maybe 2, 3, 4 games for the club since he signed, and it's just not. I want Mason Mount to work. I like Mason Mount, but it's such a difficult one. But I can go on Anthony, especially Anthony, and Casemiro maybe, but let's wait and see on that one. But yeah, Dan Ashworth coming in, hopefully in the next few. Manchester United want Dan Ashworth to begin his role in the calendar year. So we'll have to wait and see how this unfolds. But Newcastle want £20 million in compensation. United don't want to pay 20 million, which is good. So it's down to negotiations now, and only time will tell on this front. But I'm optimistic about the Ineos situation so far. Everything that's been said has sounded positive, but we still need more than just being told what's going to happen. We need actions. That's important for this club. Actions speak louder than words, and that has to be the mentality about this club from going forward under Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Ineos. So, yeah, there we have it. That's my first official Manchester United video. Let me know what you think about Dan Ashworth coming in, and how optimistic you are about the Ineos regime coming in. Of course, it's not just Jim Ratcliffe, it's Dave Brailsford. Officially, it's Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Sir Dave Brailsford. I believe there's someone else, but my mind's gone blank. I should have researched this, but you didn't know who they were. Let's have a quick look now, shall we? Very professional, I know. Got my phone out. Let's go. So it's Ineos. God, come on. Man United. So who we got? Sir Dave Brailsford, Sir Jim Ratcliffe. I know there was someone else. There's someone else officials in there. Yeah, Sir Dave Brailsford. So currently it's Sir Jim Ratcliffe, Sir Dave Brailsford, and Jean-Claude Blanc for the Director of Sport. There we have it. So yeah, let me know what you think about the Ineos situation, how optimistic you are about Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Dan Ashworth coming in. There's more names rumoured, but when there's official movement on it, I'll do a few more videos. Let me know what other content you want to see on here. It doesn't have to just be TNA or Man United. It can be whatever you want me to do content about. If you are here from the TNA side, or if you're a TNA fan and you stumbled upon this, welcome. But go check this Saturday morning at midnight. I'll be doing a live watch along of No Surrender here on YouTube. Come chat with me, watch No Surrender with me, let me know, and just let's have a chat and let's watch some wrestling. But until next time, follow me here, there, everywhere. You know the drill. Subscribe, especially here if you can, please. I know you hear it a lot, but it really does help to boost what I do here. And this is all on me. So if you're a graphic designer, if you want to come be part of the channel, if you have any advice you want to give me, I'm all ears. I'm all down for help. I appreciate you all. Until next time, I've been the MIC.